Hi guys, this is Venkatram. In this video, you will learn theory of network and the VPC. And coming to the network, the network is divided into class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. These are the uh, types of classes of the IP ranges in IPv4. If coming to that, this is the class A. The IP range is 1.0.0.1 to 126.255.255.255 is the class A. Supports up to the 16 million hosts on each of these networks, and class B supports up to 65,000 hosts, it having of 16,000 networks. See here the class B range is 128.1.0.1 to 191.255.255.254. In class C, it supports 254 hosts on each of the 2 million networks. Here is networks is 2 million and host is each network having of 254 hosts. Here having of 16,000 networks and supports up to each network 65 hosts. See here having of 127 networks and supports up to each 16 million hosts. Okay. However, class C network range, that means range is that IP range is from 192.0.1.1 to 255.255, and class D support is reserved for the multicasting group, that means it is used from the broadcast purpose, and 224 to and 239 class D range, and class E range is from 240 to 254. It is reserved for the future use or research and development purpose. However, these we know these are browsable in public subnet. Okay. However, if you want to host your private or private subnet and which is not routable to the public internet, the INA is nothing but the internet assigned number authority has assigned the given the private networks. That is, in class A they give the special range is from the IP range from 10 dot series totally they given. See here 10, it is the 10 series IP range is given as a class A for the private IP range. If you host your host in the IP range, that is not routable into the internet, and if the class B is the given the IP range is from the 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.255. In class C they give the private IP range is that 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.255.255. Okay. For our demo or for this video we use class C network 192.168.0.0. Okay, coming to VPC, AWS have so many regions they provided their data centers. In the totally they have of the local availability zones is 77, and geographical regions are the 24 geographical regions, and has announced the more available 9 more availabilities. They are planning to announce 9 availability zones and 3 more regions in Indonesia, Japan and Spain. Okay, they are the blue dots are regions which is hosted in 2000. If you see here, Canada Central launched in 2016 with the availability zones of 3. Coming to India, it is launched in 2016 Mumbai with having of availability zones 3, and these are the dots are they colored with the orange. They are the coming upcoming regions. They are Spain and Jakarta and Tokyo. Sorry, Osaka. Okay, fine. What is a VPC? VPC is nothing but the large range of IP address. Okay. Let us assume that it is the one of the network with the 1 by 16th range, with the 1 by 16th, where it is. Escape. By 1 by it is up to its support up to 168. What is this? However, one by 16th range, it is the highest range supported by the AWS. This is the nothing but the class mask of the network, and it is known as the classless CIDR, classless inter-domain region. However, within the AWS provide multiple regions, and we can create multiple VPs in multiple regions. I want to create one in the North Virginia, and one is can created other VPC can create in Ireland, and one can create in Mumbai region. But however, you can create for one account you can create for one account you can create for one account you can create up to 5 VPCs. How many? 5 VPCs. 5 VPCs. That means initially you can create up to 5 VPCs. Initially you can create 5 VPCs. If you want to create more than 5 VPCs, you will have to raise a request. That means you can raise a request by means of log into your account and go to support and click on support center. After that, you want to increase your service limit, right? Then you have to click on create case, and you want to increase your here in this case account or building any you have any need or support from the account related things, you can click select this one. Otherwise, if you have any technical issues and you want support from the AWS, you can take the support from here. And now our need is to increase the from the free tier account we want to increase our VPC size, right? So click on VPC, type here VPC, okay, and after that we can region, and we have to requested how many VPCs we want to increase. We can see the here where limitations. Once wait, this is my contract. Okay, limit. You can see here limitations. Each limitation they can show here, like see, click on VPC. Here you can see you can create for account up to 50 VPC peerings, and here see you can interface up to 50 VPCs. You can create up to how many internet gateways? 5. That means you can create only 5 VPCs. You see here CADR block is up to it supports only initially 5. If you want to increase your you need more than the 5 VPCs per account, you have to request AWS from the support center. Okay. You can that AWS provides the regions. You can see here, right? These are all the regions AWS supported to launch our resources. My business is nearer to Mumbai. To have the high, that means low latency and quick access to our business resources or like web server, we have to launch our servers nearer to the region, which region is nearer to our clients, and that is the best way to launch the nearer to our customers, to have the low latency, and it minimizes or mitigates the network access, and they access our resources very quickly by the customer. Okay. In our demo or in this video, in this theory we will learn, and after this we will see how to create came to know the what is the region and how to create the VPCs and subnets from this. Let us assume we have a region. This is the Mumbai region, because my client business is in Mumbai region. Mumbai region with the network of my VPC name is vvram VPC. Okay, for the naming conversion, let us think a VVR project is this one. That's why I want to give that one. And IP address range is before we think that 192.168.0.0, right? 0.0 by 16. Okay, this is our CADR range, classless interdomain range. See, we created this one, right? We are naming a Mumbai region with within the Mumbai region we will do this one. Okay, how can we do is that I will create a VPC. Just this is Mumbai region, right? MUMBI Mumbai. Mumbai region. This is my Mumbai region. This is my Mumbai region, right? MUMBAI Mumbai region. Okay, and we will create a VPC in this region. Okay, and in this okay, enter. Thereafter we will give the name to this for our run. Let us think our project is VVR. My project is VVR project, and my VPC is that VVR VPC with the subnet of the 192.168.0.0 by 16. The AWS supports only 1 by 16th CADR range only. It does not support more than that. That means this network gives the host number is about 65,000 hosts. This is the whereas 192.168 is the host address, sorry, network address, whereas the 0.0 is there. This 2 is expressing the network, that host range. This is network range and this is host range. 192.168 is the network range and 0.0 is there, right? This is the host range. Okay, this is my VPC within this. After that we will create a public subnet. After that we will create a private subnet. The IP range for the public subnet is that this is my public subnet. UBLIC public subnet is equal to, we want to give that 168.168.1.0. okay, by which we want to give 24. Okay. And private subnet. Private subnet with the IP range of 192.168.2.0 by 24. Okay. After that we will create internet gateway. Oh my god. We'll create internet gateway. Sorry, control that. Create internet gateway, and after that we will attach this internet gateway to our VPC. After that we will create a route table. This is the route table. This is the public route table. vvram public route table. Route table. Okay. In this, what we do is that we will target our internet gateway. That means with the public vault 0.0.0 by 0 to our internet gateway vvram ICW. Okay, ICW. We will do this one. Okay. Whenever we created VPC, there will be created a default route table with the CIDR range of the what we have. That means we have this one, right? 192.168.0.0. In this, resources will be communicated with the each other. That what I want to say is that the resources in the public subnet will be communicate with the resources in the private subnet. In public subnet we will host the load balancers and web servers. In private subnet we will launch our databases, DB servers. Okay, these public subnet resources will communicate with the private subnet, and the private subnet resources will be communicate with the public subnet resources. However, it is not a internet phase 1. It is not interact with the internet, whereas it is targeted with the public subnet So public subnet is targeted with the internet gateway to the public world. So the internet is communicate with the public subnet resources by means of using this public route table. Okay, if you want to assign automatic automatic public IP address to your subnet, then uh, you have to enable public IPs by means of select our public IP within the public subnet and click on that. We have to select that one and go to actions, and we have to assign public IPs to our public subnet. Then only it will assign automatic public IPs. Okay, I hope it will helpful to you. Thank you.